Welcome to another video. Today we're going a little bit more technical because I've got some updates to show you and some things that you should not miss out on. So theoretically, today I'm going to show you why farming perpetual exchanges is the best thing you can do right now in terms of capital efficiency and also crypto airdrop gains. So we're here on ChatGPT and I just used it to give you a very simple and quick example of why this is very simple to do and why this is, in the worst case, leading you to a break-even result, but most probably will give you at least 5x of fees that you do back. Now, before I do so, right down below in the description, there is my airdrop Excel guide. If you open it up, make sure to store it, you are going to find a tab that says Perpetual Exchanges. Okay, so that's what we will be talking about. What I'm going to show you today, the profitability I will show you today, applies to any exchange that I have listed here. And I have also ranked these exchanges by opportunity ranking. The higher the ranking, the better the opportunity at the time you open up the guide. I will be changing the rankings as the time progresses, as we get new airdrops or prices change. But let's get started. As we can see on this Excel sheet, one of the best opportunities is Lighter. Then we got Pacifica. Then we have DEXes, Extended, Paradex. I have Aster on BNB and Solana as a 5. Avantis as a 5 and Hyperliquid as a 5 and Based as an 8. I've covered all of these exchanges in the past. You can register to them through the links here, investigate them on your own, but I'm going to explain the rankings in just a little bit. Before we begin, I want to show you some very recent perpetual airdrops that happened, and I want to explain you the price and why it's valuable. So Avantis, tokenized on Base, it has a 1.4 billion fully diluted valuation. Every guy that did the airdrop got at least 3 to 10 times the fees they spent back as returns. I actually got 10 times and I sold at $0.3. Yes, I completely failed. I could have made $5,000 with it if I was patient and if I really continued to believe in the project, like I always do. I really loved Avantis. I showed it you in multiple videos through the past 6 months, but I sold too early and I'm a loser for that. But now I have a better picture and I'm super bullish on perpetuals. And on this video, we'll explain the theoretical valuation and why you can pretty much not lose by farming the perpetual exchanges I showed you. A second perpetual that launched 2 days ago was Aster. This is on BNB chain. It has about 3 times the volume. Yes, guys, 3 times the volume of Avantis, and right now commands a $10 billion FDV and about 9 times higher market cap than Avantis. People became super rich with it. Okay, and I got the links for Avantis and Aster so you can join the new seasons, which are also going to be great. But I mid-curved everything and I completely failed on many. The next big, probably perpetual exchange that will do an airdrop is DEXes. Based and probably Extended, Paradex, Pacifica, there's so many, but I've shown you in the past videos how to farm them. So after you watch this video, go back to my old videos. 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, binge watch them, understand and take action. But let's see why you cannot lose on perpetual exchanges. Let's start with a hypothesis. Let's say that an exchange makes 1 billion of volume every day and over 100 days, it generates 100 billion in volume. Most of the exchanges listed here are about on this range, from 500 million to about 1.5 billion. So let's say that they have a small maker and taker fee. Okay, a very small one. This is usually less than most markets out there. So we can calculate the revenue. Revenue is super important when you value projects on crypto. And perpetuals have the highest revenue across all of crypto. They are the most money-making projects. That's why they have the highest valuation and that's why their price pumps, because they can do loads of buybacks. So let's say that we give an annual revenue a 20x boost to calculate the FDV. So if a perpetual makes 10 million a year, we do that 20x and we have about 200 million of fully diluted valuation, which is in general, bearish. Let's now suggest that the initial airdrop to users is about 10 to 30%. So if you farm season 2s and season 3s, you go with a 10% airdrop so you can calculate what happens. But for your initial airdrop, usually it is between 10 to 30%, which is very big. So especially when you farm the first seasons, and especially the earlier you are, the better it is, the better returns you get. And we want to calculate how much volume we can do with 50x leverage at $100 initial capital. I think most people will farm a Perpetual in the beginning with about $100. So this is a suggestion. You can calculate your returns by just multiplying these and playing around with these initial airdrop percentages and revenues. Okay, so let's do a very realistic example. This is a very realistic example of what Perpetuals make, their valuation, and the airdrop percentages, and also have a very fair and normal funding for a normal user. $100. Let's say that we invest $100 to farm one exchange. So what we can expect in return? First of all, we have to calculate the revenue. So you can see here that the revenue is about 20 million from this 100 billion volume. Then we can do this 20 to 30 times multiple to calculate the fully diluted valuation. Actually, and I try to make it increase the valuation because this is sincerely not very realistic. It should be about 2 to 3 times more, but we're going to take as much as possible bearish estimates. We want to, say that it's safe to farm and safe to get returns, even if our numbers are, underrepresented. So these numbers here are quite underrepresented. So let's say we start with $100 capital and you invest and you put in fees and you will be able to pay about 50 trades. Your expected volume will be at around $250,000 with this $100, somewhere around there. So your volume will be just 0.0025% of the total volume within these 3 months. Okay. So your airdrop, if the airdrop is 10% of the fully diluted valuation, it's going to be around 40 million to 60 million. And if it's on the bigger end, which is what most of the exchanges here will do, Extended is going for 30%, Paradex probably about 10 to 20%, Edgex about 20 to 30%, and Pacific I also expect to be around 10 to 30%. Based, I also think it's going to go for a 20 or 30%. Lighter, pretty much confirmed, 20 to 30%. So let's see what goes on. Let's say that we have the bear scenario of just a 10% allocation. You can pick the bear scenario for season 2s, season 3s, for projects that already have a token, like for example Hyperliquid, Avantis, and Aster. And then we have the bullish scenario, which is for airdrops that don't have yet a token. So you can expect from your $100 investment to get about $100 back at the low valuation. And at the 30% airdrop, for new airdrops, you can expect $450. So by spending $100 on any of these, the minimum viable scenario would be to get $100. And the maximum, in the bearish case of valuation, is $450, which is 4x. So just a general guidance, what you can expect as a bearish percentage is to get about $100, meaning you get your money back, and $225. That's the bearish scenario. A neutral scenario, which is probably the most possible, is $150, so a 50% return on your money, or a $338 on the upside. And for the bullish scenario, you get 2 times your money back and about $450 in the best case of all. Now, if we, correct everything, if we factor in a potential bull market that is going to be happening in the next few months when probably these projects will tokenize, we're talking Q4 2025, meaning December, and we have Q1 2026, well, we can suggest that this is where they will tokenize. We could expect these prices that you see here to be about 3 to 4 times more. You can expect that, and I can say it pretty safely. Okay, I can say it pretty safely. So guys, you got to understand, in the worst case scenario, by farming perpetuals, you're just making your money back. In the worst case scenario. And this is proved to you through these calculations. And in the best scenario, you could get about 5 to 10 times the fees that you spend. If you're a profitable trader, even better, because you can do a lot more volume with a lot less capital, burn a lot less money. So these just proportionally increase. And by using the delta neutral strategy, we avoid maybe an exchange not doing well, or maybe another doing pretty well. So we, on average, will be around these values. So I just want to make this video to prove to you why the perpetual trading airdrops are the best ones to farm. And this opportunity will not last for long. We're in the golden era of perpetual exchanges, and this is not going to last for a long time. It's going to be for the next 6 months. This is the new airdrop meta. You still got time to participate. It's currently becoming hot, and we're going to see even better, airdrops happening. That's my expectation. Like, in all honesty, Avantis, I expected a 400 million valuation. It's at 1.4 billion. For Aster, I expected like $1 billion. It's at 10 billion. So you can understand already that the values that you see here and I saw you here could be potentially bigger. But I want to be as conservative as possible because I don't want to overshoot for anything. And guys, these exchanges here that I have listed are the best ones to farm. And I give you the exact opportunity ranking. Right now, I would avoid flash trade and I would avoid drift. Straight up telling you, okay, I will straight up avoid them. If I am on Solana, the only exchange I would trade right now is Pacifica. And that's what exactly am I doing. I've lost $5 and made $45,000 of volume. Okay, using the strategy I have been talking on so many videos. I'm in a very high ranking. I firmly believe in this project. I really like it. I think it's insane. Now based, let's go to based. So for based, I'm not doing well. I'm really not doing well. If you see the leaderboard, I have only 1000 XP. I have to increase my participation because this exchange gives you an airdrop on top of Hyperliquid as well. So this is a golden opportunity. Hyperliquid is going to absolutely do, when they do, a very good airdrop, and the participation on based is going to be very important. Based also builds a launchpad where tokens can run and do pre-sales. Upheaval is the first one. I've talked about it in previous videos. Go watch it. They run competitions. They run leaderboards. This is a very major exchange that I don't have put a lot of money in, and I should increase my participation 100%. What else? I'm beginning probably tomorrow. I've got some points on, Paradex, and I'm beginning extended very soon. On Paradex here, I also have some whitelist code that will give us some kind of rewards. Aster, I completely missed out on, but I will look into joining, potentially with a liquidity pool. Flash trade, I do liquidity provision. Drift, I no longer participate in it. It gave me some nice returns. I'm very focused on Lighter, and also on Avantis, I provide $1,000 in liquidity, which makes me about $2 to $3 a day for some reason that I don't yet understand. It's a money maker. So in the next few videos, I will also show you how you can make money, not only with trading on perpetuals, but also by providing liquidity. But this will take a little bit of time because I have to sort out all of my trading and finish up this list. I think it's 90% done, but I have to do a little bit more work. So I would highly suggest that you stay around for these kind of videos, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one.